Welcome back, you're watching more Hunter x Hunter. The entire plan hinges on several elements, mainly that they can do anything at all to the royal guards, let alone the king. With Palm still vanishing, and the existence of intruders being found thanks to some carelessly left shoes, things aren't exactly completely going smoothly. But no good plan is without a few hiccups, so along the way, just how many Chimerans are they going to come up against? They're all eager to get going. Hopefully, we might see something and actually be able to have some of the hunters and characters survive till the end. Although this is Hunter x Hunter, they aren't exactly adverse to eliminating a character or two. So let's see what this episode holds. Okay. It's been a while since we've had Killua practice his electric and focus anything, but the voice of reason and hesitation as ever being Killua. Once again. The time for information gathering and plan building is over. No matter how well thought out it all is, I don't think it's anywhere even close to what they imagined. That's the kind of amusing thing with this arc, is that at each point there's been twists and turns which I haven't really expected in any... Well, if you had expected them, they'd be slightly curious, but if you've got the king being torn about his identity, instead of having a generic kind of fight against evil, there's so many more levels to it. One thing that Hunter x Hunter has done fairly competently all the way through. Excuse me. Now, what could elicit those two responses? The door is open, the time to emerge. Synchronized watches. If we're not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. The fact they are all acknowledging that this could be the last time that they talk to one another. It's do or die. And it's in slow motion. What is that? I mean, as a special delivery, the Republic of East. I thought I saw a glimpse of something there, but I'm not sure what it was. I mean, if you're gonna have a air travel of any sort, we've seen the blimps and airships. Why not giant bird dragon thing? I do think the whole keeping the N off of the second floor is going to be critical. Well, of course she did. Just happenstance. Something feels odd. That kind of intuition. They've got a fair bit of height. The thing is, she's the only one without any sort of air combat skills, and the fact that she is removing the end from everywhere else to focus it to the sky. A lightning dragon. Ah, I see. That's what the response would be. This is the last moment to back out. Gon is, yep, falling into his. Well, we saw the initial feeling before because of Kite and everything that went on. He is solely. It was the assassins. I should have known from the dragon, but still. Ah, he called in backups. It was the chairman. Um, Gon using his kind of animosity, everything that happened in the history of Kite. Ah, was she in full battle mode against Kite as well, or oh, Starfield of arrows? Let's see if the 2 minutes or so of breath the Morellion has is good enough. I mean, it's a fairly wide area of effect. I guess it's a learning experience. And the fact there's so many distractions now. Just shows how, compared to usual creatures and combatants. And it would be cool seeing Netero cause issues for the chairman, but at the same time, we've had him being this enigma and like kept away for so long. He's almost enjoying this. Excuse me? Is this the conversation beforehand, but they're doing it over video conference? Hmm. Such a delectable feast as well. Hmm. in the split second before the impact. I like the heavy use of shadows. That old fart's power. How many caveats and contracts is he putting on himself to empower it even more? Tree. Uh, okay. Two sides of the same coin. One's been alive for much longer, though. We've already seen just how kind of powerful Grandpa Assassin is. 100 feet. God damn, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, something Indian, I think. Hindu? Was it Hindu? Hmm. And in the, there you go. So I think having this time slowdown, Netero being able to see this happening and realize the mistake of rushing in. Also, is God and Killer going to have their moment to pay her back for what she did? Or is the chairman going to have all the say? The That was neat. I like the vast blackness of the Nen there. This like glimpse of such a peaceful scene. Yeah, there's not a real battle going on there. If essentially in a fraction of a second the German can spit out that, what have we been wasting our time with everyone else for? Hmm. He training his body and mind, trying to reach ever onwards. But if he was reaching his full potential at 46, what did he do to break through that kind of barrier? Also, how long ago was this? Considering we saw the assassin say he was still an old man when he was still a baby. So using his backgrounds and teachings, 10,000 straight punches. Now try and do it in 10 seconds. If he's doing 10,000 of these a day at that speed, he doesn't have much time for anything else. Ah. So there he goes. But through subsequent training, he was able to do more. And then in the morning, he got up and started again. Going so long, it's now turning. The snow is thawing. We're getting close to spring. Seasons change. We were seeing Gon's training and thinking, oh yeah, he's been going through a lot, but this is no mentor, no nothing, just him, his own dedication, keeping him going forward. We're seeing a full year pass, but it's probably much longer than that. Do like that his hair is growing. Still not much of a beard, though. You obviously couldn't get much facial hair back then. Or he was just willing it to stay short. But also, considering we've got this amount of time dedicated to the chairman. He was getting faster, yep. So in 2 years, he's shaving some time off of it. Ah. $10,000 an hour, that's pretty good. It is amusing to see him simultaneously train and practice to that degree, being so deadly, while also maintaining meditation and having animals gravitate to him. I haven't seen you in a while. Completed training. Okay, that's a shit-eating grin. The fact that some people are able to see his punches themselves broke the sound barrier. Is he crying? Thank you for your demonstration. No hesitation, no fight. He has so much to learn. It... He must be famished. It's been several years. I think that the idea that he has a feeling of superiority and whatnot as well gets a bit of a thrill out of it. Being able to show off what he can do. Chairman has always been a little cocky. And how long has it been since he's actually actively had to use it in active combat? I think And alongside just the kind of meaning and history behind his skill and whatnot. I like the imagery. Understandable. However, there are alternate uses. Okay, so she kind of could stop her flying back. God, what kind of whiplash would that entail, though? Good thing that her body parts didn't start tearing off from that amount of power. Is there going to be anything waiting for her when she lands? I do love how it is taking its time. The star shower has been falling for a while, but at the same time, fraction of a second. Such a boring day. He's got some visitors. Would they have expected anyone to be sat on the stairs waiting for them? Oh. Well, good thing he's distracted. Gave them a split second to actually act and do something. I also liked how we couldn't see Knuckle at all in the wider shot. He's got a bit of life back in his eyes. And in the few seconds that they've been in the palace, trouble arises already. Good thing that some of the royal guards are kind of distracted, but oh dear. I think when you have characters with these massive, like, flashy moves showing off just how powerful they are, it kind of detracts from the point, isn't it? Like with the giant dragon and star shower and the like being, yeah, that's impressive. And then you've got Netero. Yeah, he just moves really fucking fast. To the point where it was him as a somewhat normal person, at least we saw powerful, he was able to cause shockwaves with his punches beforehand, but then through years of training and practice, if that shows the extent of what dedication can actually bring, then there's kind of hope for pretty much anyone, and also a terrible prospect for the future if anyone can get to that level just by putting in enough effort. But also alongside just terrible power, the fact that he might have actually extended his life through it as well. What I'm expecting though is kicking off the the attack showing the chairman and what he's capable of, and being like, holy fuck, he's able to swat away Nithpatol as though she was just a fly. Where he was actually somewhat disappointed with her choice of attacks. This is too simple. You're a royal guard, aren't you? Do something fun. I was expecting more. If it's kicking off with that level of confidence in him and his skills, either he's just going to be a massive walking disaster for everyone around, and therefore the plan will go tits up just because he's nearby and doing destruction, or it's not. It's just going to counterbalance it by going, oh shit, the king and whatnot are formidable opponents. And also, out of the royal guards, we've seen the most out of Nefpato, and we've seen more of Poof, but UP we've not really seen anything of, or not really had much of interaction with him as a character itself. More just, he's a bit dense, he does things based on initial feeling in the moment, not much thought about it, and he can force and mould his body into whatever he wants. At least we've seen him grow wings. And in the ending, we've seen... Now, when we've got Nen abilities and characters and whatnot, having something like Gon's rock, paper, scissors stuff, or Kidoa's shock here, electricity, fairly simple. You find something, put some power on it, ability. When you get into the abstract, back with Kurapika, the chains, very limited use for those kind of powers, but like it's not entirely so straightforward. Or I guess Knuckle with the insurance bankruptcy thing, but then you go back to the chairman. Straightforward again, isn't it? Just done extremely well. And I tried to mention it during the actual scene, but I don't know if I got it out. I can't even remember. It was just a blur. The black void from when he was using his ability in his Nen, which then burst forward into a golden light, showing a bit of a gorgeous vista, a beautiful scenery from beyond, before the energy just poured forth. Being able to see heaven before the attack struck. I do like how it is mixed in pure power and meditation and calmness. Doesn't quite actually fit the chairman. He's a little eccentric. But I do love how it's brought in. Oh, he's like, chairman, oh, he's just a kind of kooky old man. Oh, he's a kooky old man who's kind of strong and powerful and knows what he's doing. Oh shit, what the hell? I think that were the 3 steps of my thinking when it came to the chairman. Considering the threat against the world that is the Chimerans and the king, it is somewhat surprising that we've only had a small ragtag bunch being called in to deal with it. When it comes to world-ending issues, where does the king stand on that? I know they've got the chairman of the Hunter Association in personally. But what else in the wider world is there? If this was such a horrid disaster, you'd think there'd be some other powerful figures just waiting to mop up should this go haywire, trying to get some glory for themselves. Also, I wonder how much actual damage is going to be done to the palace. I know they don't particularly care because the previous occupant is, well, either no more or it didn't really matter in the first place. Might be a little difficult to fight in rubble, though. And hang on. thinking back, and I was going to mention the Chimera ants that were in the palace, like the wolf and whatnot. And then I was thinking about ones we haven't seen. We saw the Phantom Troop destroy the Scorpion Woman and her entourage. We saw Morale take down Leo. Chichu's out of the action. Colt's off handling the baby thing. There are some that I don't think I've seen since. Like the koala. Maybe I missed it. I remember initially thinking that might be something big, considering it was showing off the character as a little koala in a suit and kind of pissed off about humans, but maybe it was mentioned, I'm just forgetting. But once this all calms down a little, are we going to get the ones that split from the hive back when the queen died kind of introduced back into society? They're going to have a town of their own? How's it going to go? Do you have to pay any reparations for the lives they destroyed back in the NDL? Well, we'll have to see, I think. But right now, there's the bigger issue at hand. UP, our group just diving in and being like, shit. 4 seconds and already a battle. But with Neferpitor kind of out of the picture, we don't have to battle with her N, or the initial soul crushing that would give to the group if they were this close to her. So I guess that's somewhat of a blessing. We'll see what this battle does on all fronts soon. Hopefully you'll be eager and awaiting it. If that's the case, then let me know. If you enjoyed, leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out the future uploads. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. So I can see you in the next one. My patrons really do feel as though they've been dropping in through a golden scattering of stars, and I really do need to thank each and every one of them. Because thanks to the likes of Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Mats, Akane, Guado, Danny Swee, Light Wizard 91, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, SZ9870 and everyone else, I can say all of the effort that I've put into my channel has not been gone to waste. Although I'm not sure I'd spend 4 years standing in the snow and rain. I don't have that much dedication to it.